What's up? It's your girl Jada and welcome back to another video. I understand that Valentine's Day has already passed. It is a week past when this video is being uploaded, but this is my anti-Valentine's Day look, so you didn't really need it to be on Valentine's Day anyways. Because I mean, this is such a wearable look. Like, you can wear this like anywhere. You can wear this to the fair. You can wear this to the prom, you know? Like, this is so versatile. Like, don't box it into Valentine's Day, okay? Or anti-Valentine's Day, okay? We can wear this anytime. So if you want to see how to get this look, which I know you do, then keep on watching. So we are bare face and ready to get started. Today, once again, I have my brows already done. I'm gonna start with foundation and get that out of the way, get it moving as quickly as we possibly can so we can get into this eyeshadow look, which is more intense. So we don't need to focus on the basics because I do the same thing every time for the most part. So let's zip through this. I'm gonna get started. Today I'm gonna use the Lancome La Base Pro as my primer. Ooh, this stuff is nice. A little on my forehead. We're gonna go in today with my favorite foundation, which is the Fenty Foundation in the shade 420. We're gonna use a sponge again today because people were telling me I was bugging for not using the sponge for my foundation. Oh, I need to go along with my Fenty foundation, I'm gonna use my Fenty concealer in the shade 370. In the usual concealing places, which is under the eyes, like so, and under the other eye, like so, bridge of the nose, the forehead, like so, and the chin, like so. I will also put on my contour while I wait for that to dry down a little. I would usually put it on my forehead, but since I have bangs today, I won't really do that. I don't need to. A little bit on my chin. And we're gonna blend out. I'll take my darker blending brush that I usually use for contour. And all my products that I use on my face will be in the description, but I did use the Maybelline Superstay foundation stick in the shade 370 for my contour. I'm going to go over it just a little with my Fit Me powder, but only a little because I'm going to have to put powder there anyways. So I'm going to press this very lightly, just in the very innermost part of my eye. I'm going to go over top of everything with my Fenty powder, bronzer in the shade Mocha Mami, just so I can really get that bronzy look. Just with a big fluffy brush. Once again, usually I would go over my forehead, but I got bangs, so it's unnecessary today. Lastly, I'm going to go in with my Fit Me loose finishing powder as a barrier for my foundation. Or as a barrier for my eyeshadow. So I just put on my primer and the concealer on my eye. I'm going to start with one of the most colorful palettes that I have in my collection, which is the Matte Book by Crayon case. So you can see that it has the rainbow. So we're going to get started and we're going to use that red, that really, really, really pretty red. You can see it right here, this red. And we're going to put that in my crease. Handy dandy mirror. Hello. Ooh, you can tell that that's very red. Yes. We're just going to start doing kind of like a halo eye with it. And if you don't know what a halo eye is, it's just when you put the color almost like in a rainbow shape on your eye. Kind of like, I guess, like a halo. And I don't know if I mentioned, but I do have a sticker right here. So it's a heart sticker. It's a heart sticker over here as well. So that once I like take it off after I'm done with all of my makeup, there should be a heart-shaped imprint there. So this video is going up after Valentine's Day, but we can still talk about it, right? Right? Our experiences, the things that we did. It was more or less quite a relaxing day for me. But, you know, this is an anti-Valentine's Day look, so let's talk about all the stuff that I don't like about the holiday. Let's get into some of that tea. Am I right? Or am I right? You know what? You know what my biggest issue with Valentine's Day is, and has always been, is it kind of like prioritizes one type of love above any other type of love. And what I mean by that, so we're gonna continue just blending that color all over. And what I mean by that is like, love comes in many forms, right? You have the family that you love. You can love your friends. You can love, I don't know, maybe patients or clients, but not in a romantic way, right? Like, I feel like Valentine's Day only prioritizes romantic love. And I just feel like that makes it seem like it's the only one that's important, right? Because that's kind of like what society tells us. Because society tells us if, like, someone doesn't love you romantically, then, like, you're a worthless piece of crap. Clearly you got nothing better going for you. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go and dip into this shade right here. It's like a burgundy. It might look like a little bit more pink on camera, but it's a burgundy. And I'm just going to put that below. I'm going to try to blend that into the red. Like, if someone isn't loving you in a romantic way, it's like, you might as well not even exist, like, on the planet. It's like, what are you? What worth do you hold now besides that? It's like, well, why not use that holiday to recognize, you know, other people in your life, like your kids, or, you know, like I said, your friends, your family, because I feel like those relationships are just as important to keep. Another line I used to use a lot when I was younger is I used to call it Single Awareness Day, a Single Awareness Day or something, because it seems like it's the one day that, like, all of a sudden everybody cares that you're single. It's like every other day of the year, it's like, oh yeah, you do you go girl, and then that day it's like, oh, you're single. Like, no chill. So I'm going to go into a slightly fluffier brush, and I want it to be a little deeper. I'm gonna get another thinnish brush, and I'm gonna dip into, it's like a dark brown. It almost looks black on camera, but it's just a dark brown. And I'm only getting a little, just dabbed in there. I just want to make the burgundy I put on there just a smidget darker, a little bit more deep. So just gonna pat that in on both sides so that we can get it evenly distributed and just start blending. But like I was saying, can you believe that there's actual people that literally go out and just try to get booed up or whatever just for that one day? Like, that's crazy to me. I'm not saying that everyone's like that. And I'm definitely not saying that, like, romantic love isn't important or being in a relationship during Valentine's Day isn't important, because I'm sure that it definitely is. And there's absolutely nothing wrong with it. But, you know, maybe give a call to those people that you also love. You know, you got your friends out here also. See what they're up to. Just a happy Valentine's Day will do. It's not a big deal. Oh my goodness, I am just talking. We're gonna go into this really, really pretty palette. Y'all already know what it is. Her name is Patricia. She is Patricia Bright collaboration with Makeup Revolution. And we're gonna dip into this color right here. And it's called Yes Peaches. And I think it's orange, but it also looks like really like orangey red. So I feel like that would work really, really, really well. So I'm gonna go into that. I'm gonna put that over top of that color. Ooh, that's really red. That's really red. I'm gonna put that all up here. Oh wow, yeah, that is red. I like that. I use that palette almost every time. Like, that is a very, 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 this is a very, very, very versatile palette. I can use this palette for almost nearly everything. So, really, really good job to her for that one. But I definitely think I appreciated the holiday more this year than I ever have before. And I don't really know why that is. I don't know. I'm more at peace. I really think I took care of myself this year, and I feel like that's also what it's all about. It's about, you know, love, and like I said, not only romantic love, but family love, but also like definitely self-love and self-care and making sure you're good with yourself, because that too is important. So I'm gonna go in with a fluffy brush so I can really get a good blend. There's nothing on this brush. I just want everything to be more seamless. You know what? There might have been glitter on this blush. A little glitter never hurt anyone though. And I mean, it's an anti-Valentine's Day look, so, you know, glitter, sure. Why not? I'm gonna go in a little bit more just because I did mess that up with my glitter. But the blend is quite seamless. Okie dokie, so we're gonna go into the last bit or so of this look, which is just going to be some black. So what I'm gonna do is I have some black gel liner here. And I like using this because it's gonna make it super, super, super black, and it blends really nicely. If you can do it before it dries. So I'm just gonna go in with that. I got a little brush, and I'm only gonna put a little. I'm gonna blend it out with some black shadow anyways. I'm just gonna put that right here, just in the center. I'm gonna do this one eye at a time, and I have an equally thin brush, and I'm just gonna start blending that out. And I'm gonna kind of halo that as well. So neither of those palettes have blacks in it, so I'm gonna have to go into a different palette. So I'm gonna go into my Morphe palette. It's the Morphe 3502, and it has this really, 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 really deep black down here, and that's what I'm gonna use to help blend out this liner. Like I was saying, I had a relatively nice day. Like, I had some shopping to do, splurged on myself a little bit, bought myself some food. I need to go to the movies. I need to see The Photograph. Girl, If you haven't seen the photograph, ooh, I still need to see that. I think I might go this weekend. This upcoming weekend. One thing I will say though about being single that's not always fun on Valentine's Day, and I'm not calling anybody out or anything, like, just know if you think this is about you, then maybe it is. I'm just kidding now. But like, one thing is, like, people be really thinking that you don't have any plans because you're single. And like, I didn't have any plans, but that's like not the point. The point is that you assume that I didn't have plans. And I think that that's a little bonkers. Because who knows? Like, there's Galentimes, there's Guy and times. I don't know. What's a Valentine's for guys that are single? I don't even know. They just ignore the holiday. They're just like, what day? No, but like, yeah, they be really thinking you have no plans. Oh, let me go into the other eye. So I did this one eye at a time because I didn't want the gel to like be drying on this eye and then I can't blend it and it'll be a whole mess. And sometimes I can honestly say that kind of goes for like the whole year round. Like, I feel like some people think that you ain't got nothing else to do if you single. Like, people really be thinking that. And if anything, I feel like if you were in a relationship, that's when it should be like, oh, you got time. Because what else y'all be doing? Like, I got stuff to do. It's just that things that you don't think are important. You don't think, because society tells you that this ain't important, that that's not important because you're doing it by yourself, that it's not important. So I'm going to go in once again with that brush that didn't have anything on it, and I made sure that it has nothing on it. And I'm just going to try to do a little bit more blending so those colors can really go together. Nice. So I'm going to finish off this look with some liner. So this is the Stila in the shade Intense Black. So we're going to make it a little darker with that and make the point a little sharper. And so now, just to add a little bit of more depth to the look, I'm going to add some white liner. So I have this new NYX Epic Wear in the shade white, and we're going to use this. Now, the first thing I'm going to do is line my black liner. To be fair, I feel like this brush that comes with it is a little questionable. I don't know if mine is defective, but this brush is not it, sis. But we're gonna have to just work with it. Or just go over it a few times, that works too. So my second area I want to highlight is the darkness. And I'm almost gonna make it look like a cut crease, even though it wasn't a cut crease. And they're blended right now, but once I add this white, it's going to really look like there was really no connection between the two. So I'm going to stop there because I really like what it's doing. It's giving it more of in my opinion, like an artsy feel, like an art project. We're going to do the same to the other eye. So I'm going to finish the look off with some lashes, and we'll be back to do the lipstick and finishing touches. Okie dokie, so I got my lashes on, I put my bangs down. As you can see, I took the heart sticker off, so of just like a heart that's like really cute that shows up, it's really nice. And I put in my nose ring. So yeah, so we're gonna get into lipstick, we're gonna get into the final touches. Oh! I did not put on blush or highlighter either, so let's do that. I'm gonna use a cream blush, it's just like, it's by Canmake Cream Cheek. A really good friend of mine got this all the way from Korea, so it's like a Korean brand, but it's really red. Just use any red blush. I just feel like using this because it's like the most red blush I have. So I'm just gonna put that there. You can already see it, and I'm just gonna work that into my cheek. just patting. You only need a little because that's just how creams work, and then it gives you just so much color. Look at that. Just so much warmth. I just look like a blushing bride, a blushing beauty. Oh, also shout out to her. I appreciate her bringing me back stuff from Korea. That was really nice of her to do. And this just works so well. Look at that. Very subtle. Definitely, like, I could definitely wear this every day, honestly. I put, like, a lot on my finger, but, like, honestly, just all you need is, like, just a little dab and boom. The highlight I'm going to use is I'm going to use a shadow from the Jadanique palette. I use this on the regular. I know that it's an eyeshadow, but I mostly use it for highlighter. It's just a really nice color. So, look at that. Oh, so pretty. I'm going to work that in. It's a gold. Boom. So pretty, so pretty. Put it above my brow bone. Probably should have done that before I let my bangs down. And I'm also going to put that on the tip of my nose. Oh, and I almost forgot, I'm also going to use that Soliel in the inner quanta of my eye. Ooh, so we are just glowing. And now we're going to get into some lipstick. So, I don't know what happens to my black lipstick. I don't really like this one that much. I can't even tell you what brand this is. Just any black lipstick, because the brand completely rubbed off of it. But I'm just using it as a liner, more or less. So, any black lipstick. My go-to one to use, usually the one that I couldn't quite find at the moment, is by Colourpop, and I believe the shade is Friday, so that's my preferred go-to. But we're just gonna use this one. Like I said, I don't know the brand, so I apologize. And for the center, I'm going to use my Fenty Beauty in the shade Uncensored. It's just really, really, really red. So we're gonna in with the black. Very red. Let me spray my face real quick so that we know that we're done with this look. So this is the Cover FX mattifying setting spray. And we're finished with this look. Thank you so much for clicking on this video. Thank you for coming back for once again to my channel. Don't forget to like this video. Don't forget to subscribe to your girl if you're new. If you already subscribed, hello, welcome to the club. Thank you so much for being a part of this. And don't forget to ring that bell so that you will be notified when I upload, which will be every single week. So make sure that you get those notifications. And thank you once again for hanging out, chilling with me, kikiing. I hope you had an awesome Valentine's Day last week. And I hope you come and see me again next week when there will be a new video. Hint, hint. So, thanks again for watching. I'll see you next time. Deuces.